Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss the remaining part of our sample paper 2024-25 for ICSE grade 10. So we have already discussed question 1 in the previous video in which all the MCQs were given, 20 MCQs. And now we are going to start with the output based questions and what all questions are given under section A, question 2 part. Okay. So question number 2, rewrite the following code using single if statement. So well, you can see this code. If you will see it properly, two of the if statements are given. One is if, another one is else if. So they are saying you to remove these two and to write a single if statement. So first let us read the code properly just to understand it. So if code is equal to G, then we have to display green. If code is equal to capital G, then also we have to display green. So well, output is same only, but the input is capital G and small g, both are acceptable. So how can we write? We actually have to merge these two conditions. So you will write if code is equal to G, which is small g, or, so or is two pipe symbol, right? We used to call it or code is equal to capital G. So in both of the cases, the output is the same only, which is system.out.println, and we have to display green in capital. Easy. So what they are saying here, what you have to understand, first we have to check the output. If two different outputs are there, then we have to think in different way. But here the things are quite simple because the output is same only and the conditions are two. So they are saying you to display the same output for two conditions, and that we can do with the help of logical operator. We can merge the condition, logical operator, we can merge the condition. So here we are merging the condition with the help of logical or. Or means if this or this, any of the one condition is true, it will give you true result. Okay. So well, this is clear. Now evaluate the given expression when the value of A is 2 and B is 3. When the value of A is 2 and B is 3. Okay. So let us go for the evaluation of this expression. We have B multiply is equal to A plus plus. This is post increment. So you will write the same value here. But here it will change to 3, right? Now minus plus plus B. This is pre-increment. So first use the value, increase the value, and then use it. So increase the value. B is 3. So this will be 4. And then plus, here it is already 3. And this is again pre-increment for A. So whatever the value it is 3, and 3 plus 1 will become 4. So 2 minus 4 and plus 4 plus minus, they both are same only. Plus and minus, they both will be deducted. So only 2 is there, and then when multiply sign is also there. So B is equal to B multiplied by 2. So what's the value of B? It is 3. So 3 into 2 is equals to 6. Okay, that's the value of B. And finally, after the execution of this statement, if you will check the value of A, it was increased 2 times. So A is equal to, when you will go for the final output, this is the final value of A, right? So output is A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 6. Okay, so the next question is, a student executes the following program segment and gets an error. Identify the statement which has an error. Correct the same to get the output as when. So they are saying some errors are there, error with respect to the output, and they are expecting us to get an output from this code as when. Okay, so let us check the code first. So we have boolean x is equals to true here. So it's a boolean variable and the value for this boolean variable is given as true. Well, switch x. So in case of switch, the choice variable they have taken as x, and x is of boolean type. Now if you will go for the case 1 and case 2 are given here. But case 1 is 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 are the values for x, and x is of boolean type. That is wrong only, right? See, the case value is the value of the choice variable only, and choice variable we are giving in switch case. So this is wrong. Actually the data type is wrong. It should be int here. Okay. Now the second point is, what if it is int, then what will be the value of this variable x? So if you will check the value of variable x, we have to check the output first. They are asking you to get the output as when. So that is the value. When statement is a print statement of case 1. So if you want the output as when, the value for this x variable must be 1. So int x is equal to 1. That's the correction required. What you will write here? Int x is equal to 1. Okay, so this is the correction required for this question to get the output as wind. So well, this is the correct one. Now moving to the next one, we have write the Java expression for cube root x plus square root y. So you need to convert it into Java expression, and Java expression is something how to write the same expression into Java language, into Java platform. So this is cube root. For cube root, there is a function in Java. We used to call it cbrt, mat.cbrt. And in bracket, you will write x here. And this is nothing is given. So by default, you know very well it is square root. And for a square root, it is mat.sqrt. And this is on variable y. So that's the correct Java expression for the given expression. Now moving to the next one, how many times will the following loop execute? Write the output of the code. Here you can see we have x is equals to 10 and while true, and here some of the expressions are given under this while loop. Well, first thing is we have to check for the number of times this code is executing. So while true means this is by default the condition is giving you true, and here the expression is, so very first time we are executing it first time, okay. This is x plus plus, the value of x is 10. So 10 into 2, because this is post increment. So 10 into 2 is equal to 20. So first it will display 20 here. And then we have x modulus 3 is equals to 0. So if you will check the value of x here, this will be increased by 1. So this will become 11. Now 11 modulus 3 is equals to 0. That is false only. And you will be again upside and it will again execute true, but this is second time, okay. And now this is x is already 11, so it is 11 into 2 is equal to 22, right? 22. And then here it is 12. This will become 12 here, so it will be 12 modulus 3 is equals to 0. That's true only, and condition is true means it will go inside and this break will take you out from the loop. So well, if they are asking for the number of times this loop is working, so this is working 2 times. And what is the output of this code? 20 and 22 is the output for this code. Okay. So output based questions, so 100% will come. Not only this, any of the question. Normally they are giving the question related to postfix and prefix or the predefined function like the one which is given in 6th and the 7th part. So let us go for the next part. Write the output of the following string methods. We have x variable of string type, y variable of string type. X is equals to galaxy, y is equals to games. Now x dot char at 0. So x is galaxy at position 0. We have character g. So g is equal to y dot char at 0. At position 0 of y, we have g. So g is equals to z. Both are true only. So condition is true. Answer is true only. Now the next one is string dot compare to x with y. So please go with the first one. It is galaxy x dot compare to y. So galaxy they are comparing with what? Galaxy they are comparing with the games. Is greater than 0, less than 0, or equal to 0. Where galaxy if you will compare with games, okay, as such this thing is incomplete only. Because greater than, less than or equal to something should be there. So, okay, fine. If it is galaxy games, if I'll check the output, G with G, same only. A with A, same only. L with M. Okay, L, M. So, this is small, this is greater. So, this will be -1. Okay, -1 is the output for this code. Now, moving to the next one. Predict the output of... Now, moving to the next one. Predict the output of the following code is snippet. Here you can see a character variable is given and the value of this character variable is capital B. Now we have char chr is equals to character dot to lowercase. Again you should be clear with this predefined function. The function is to convert this character into lowercase. Which character? The character which you have passed in the parenthesis under this function. So here you can see the ch is capital B. And with the help of this function, this capital B, which is the value of this ch variable, will be converted into lowercase and will store into variable chr. So chr is equal to lowercase of this character, that is B. Now what they are saying, int n is equal to int of chr. So chr is B. Okay, and now you should be again clear with the ASCII values of this. So 65 to 90 is for capital A to Z, and 97 to 122 is for small a to Z. So this is B only. So 98. It is 98 minus 10 is equal to 88. And that value will store into int and 9. Okay, 98 minus. So 88 will store here. Now you please check. We have system.out.println. Okay, so here they are displaying the character at this position. Character and character of n. 88 characters, 65 to 90. Okay, 88, 89, 90. Okay, well, 88 is Y. Okay, so this is capital Y. So it will display capital Y, one tab space, and then CHR. So CHR is small b. So this is the output of this code, right? I'm so sorry for the disturbance. My son is there. Okay, well, now the next question. A student is trying to convert the string present in X to a numerical value so that he can find the square root of the converted value. However, the code has an error. Name the error, syntax, logical or runtime. Correct the code so that it compiles and runs correctly. So let us go with the code first. We have some error here. They are saying you to just check the error, which type of error it is, and you need to remove it so that the code should run properly. Go to the code now. String x is equals to 25. This is correct only. Now they are converting this string into double value. Okay, they are converting it into double value. So it should store into one double data type. Otherwise, you write here integer.parseInt. Okay, if you want to convert it into integer. So better you can take it into integer only. Instead of this statement, you write int y is equal to integer wrapper class integer.parseInt. Okay. And then you write x here. Now we have double r is equals to, so if you will check the value of y, this will be the integer value of 25. So 25 only will store into it. Now double r is equal to math.sqrt of y. Y is 25. So square root of 25 will give you 5.0. Okay. And when you will display the output, it will display 5.0. So error is the runtime error only here. Okay, it's runtime error. Okay, and we have corrected the error also. So well, this code is now correct. Fine. Now moving to the next question, we have consider the following program segment and answer the following question. You can see it is a long one, so I don't have any other choice to reduce the size of it. So well, we have a calculate class here. Int a is equal int a and double b. Then again we have a calculate. So this is the class name and the name of the function is same only. So this is a constructor method. Okay, and constructor, as you know is used to initialize the value of instance variables. So here two instance, these are the instance variables. So here these variables we are assigning with the help of constructor. You can see a is 0 and b is 0.0, which is perfect. Now again we are using a constructor because again this name is matching with the class name, but this is a parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor because here they are passing the parameters also. So whatever the value you will take it, those parameters will store into a and b. And now we are finding the sum of it. Name the type of constructor used in the above program method. So I already named it. It is the normal one, default constructor. And this is the non-parameterized constructor. Okay, non-parameterized constructor, and the second one is the parameterized constructor because here we have the parameters, and as you know the variables which you are passing in the function prototype is the parameters, and the variable which you are passing in the method definition are called the argument. So it is a non-parameterized and the parameterized. So this is constructor only. For constructor you have to remember only one thing. The name of the class is always matching with the name of the function. So here also you can see the name of the class is matching with these two. So it is a parameterized one. So yes, now moving to the next one. Now moving to the last question of this section A. Consider the following program segment and answer the questions given below. So here you check the question. It is some double dimensional array is given. First, now the first point is you should be clear with single dimensional and double dimensional array. Single dimensional where you have the single pair of square brackets, and double dimensional is where you have two pairs of square brackets. First one is for the rows and the second one is for the columns. Now what they are saying, what is the position of element 34? So if you want to check the position of any of the element, first you should be clear with the position of the individual element. So well, first you check how many rows are there and how many columns are there in this matrix. So rows are 1, 2. This is a row, single row, first row, second row and third row. So first you draw 3 rows. Okay, 0, first and 2. Now second you check 1, 2, 3, 4 columns are there. So these are the 4 columns. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. Now if you will go for the individual position, it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Now you go for the element. Just for the differentiation purpose, I am writing the element with red color. 2, 4, 5, 6, 5, 7, 8, 1, 3, 4, 34, 1, 10 and 9. Now you check the position of element 34. Where it is? Here it is. So the position for element 34 is 2, 0. So you will write like this, 2 and 0, and the name of the array is X. So this is the correct way to define the position of the element. So I hope you are clear with this now. Now what is the result of 2, 3, x 2, 3 plus x of 1, 2? X of 2, 3. So please check the value. X of 2, 3. So this is 2, 3. You can see 2, 3 is written here. So 9 plus x of 1, 2. Where is 1, 2? Here it is 1, 2. So 9 plus 8 is equal to 17. Okay, so 17 is the correct answer for the B part. So here we finished all the section A questions. So we finished it in 2 videos. I tried my level best to give you the explanation for all the questions. But still, if you are lagging with something, you are not so clear with any of the part, you are most welcome to write down your queries in the comment section. And please please don't forget to share it with your friends and drop a comment for anything. I mean, if you like the video, if anything else you want to share, anything is fine. Okay, so that's all for today's video, and in the next video we will start with section B, and in section B the programming part. Thank you. Bye.